All right, well, welcome to the call, everyone. My name is Reagan Dean, and I'm excited to host this tonight. If you're here for the first time, you may have been invited here by someone that thinks that this opportunity or the products may resonate with you, or you may be here just to support somebody who's launching their business tonight, which is very exciting. And Juice Plus, the product and the business, came into my life 14 years ago. The product and the programs, which you guys are about to hear about, have definitely changed my family's life and my life. It's been amazing, and I'll share a little bit more about that here in a little bit. The business has definitely changed our financial future. You know, I get to do this with some of my favorite people all around the world, and we love doing this event because it's really just stories tonight, you guys. So we love to share what we're up to, how we're doing it, and why. And some of the stories are really very emotional and hit us kind of right in the heart. So our Healthy Living Revolution program allows us to up-level our health and our wealth versus work a 9-to-5. And I know we all know somebody who needs to have more energy, who needs to feel better or support maybe their athleticism. You know, people today, I know my kids are going to college and coming out with less options to make career income. Kids are living with their parents longer. And, you know, the days of really working for someone else and getting a retirement income for the rest of your life, that's quickly becoming a thing of the past. So, you know, if you are employed and working full time, we all know someone who is also overworked and underpaid. And I honestly believe that this opportunity can change lives, and it can create financial time freedom and financial freedom. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Missy, who's going to explain a little bit more about our products and programs and some real life stories.
Hi, can you see me?
I can.
Okay, so I'm Missy Kizer, and I'm a breast cancer survivor of 10 years. And so I've met surgery, chemo, and radiation face to face. And always my oncologist recommended at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And so those of you out there, if your doctor doesn't recommend a diet of fruits and vegetables, find out why, or go looking for someone who does understand the power of nutrition. Always, I've eaten a healthy diet, I thought. We ate in moderation, but still, we had a ton of unhealthy habits. I mean, I didn't know about GMOs or bad fats or read labels, except maybe to look and see if there was some too much salt or too much sugar. And I depended on the FDA and those higher powers to keep me safe. But guess what? I got cancer. And so something was wrong. And maybe not all of it was food related, but what I knew is that the one thing I could control was my diet. So I started juicing, and I liked how I was feeling. And oddly enough, I really love the taste of juice, especially green juice. Most people don't. But the problem is it's just this huge expense. I mean, I'd empty my crisper for an 8-ounce glass of juice, and then I'd have to take 15 minutes to clean up. So when I stumbled on Juice Plus, I was all in at the start. I mean, look, it's vine ripened, it's tested for purity, it has a variety of 30 fruits and vegetables. Pregnant moms can take it, children can eat it, and there's no warning label. So any of you who are taking some kind of supplement, check your bottle and see if there's a warning label on it. So what I love about our company is that they make it so easy and affordable and simple to flood our bodies with fruits and vegetables and great nutrition every single day. You probably all know we need to eat more fruits and veggies. And we also need to drink more water, and we need to sleep 7 to 8 hours a day, and we need to exercise more often. But do we? You know, do you know this? Because I didn't know it. We're supposed to get 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Who gets that? I mean, statistics show us that we barely get 2 servings a day, and kids get even less. So we're sicker and sicker as a society. We have more heart disease, more allergies, more autoimmune, diabetes, and cancer. Bingo. So it's so much of it is related to what we are eating and what we're not eating. And we all know we need to get more fruits and veggies into our diet. So Juice Plus is just a really, really simple way to do that. So you might want to know what it is, okay? So it is 30 vine-ripened fruits and vegetables that are juiced, dried, powdered, and put into capsules. So you get it like this. And what I eat every day, I'm going to show you. Okay, we'll see if I can see this. So you get to eat, I eat 2 of each capsule, 2 green, 2 red, and 2 purple every day. Let me make sure we're back. And we have gummies that mostly the kids eat, and I would show you some of those, except we use them as snacks, and so we have none because we've eaten all our gummies. But they're great, they go right along, they're the same thing as the capsules. And then we have these great shakes that are all plant protein, and you end up getting at least 15 more plants, all disguised as chocolate and vanilla. So that's really cool. And they're great for breakfast and pre and post workout. And I usually have a 3:30 snack attack. So that's when I really jump in and have to have one. And I know a lot of moms who just love giving them to their kids after school. There's just this great healthy snack. And then I'm going to turn and see if you can see my tower garden. So this has been growing for about 2.5 weeks, and we're starting to eat off it now. And so that's just another way that the Juice Plus company allows us to eat more fruits and vegetables. And so I want to share a few of our programs with you. Pardon me. So we have a child health study, and that's where if an adult takes the capsules, they can sponsor a child at the age of 4 and above to take the orchard and garden and get that for free for 4 years. So that's just a great opportunity. It's a great way for families to be able to afford this and help their kids. We also have what's called, and Reagan mentioned it, the Healthy Revolution, which is this amazing community of people just like you who are wanting to live healthy. And so we have recipes, and we have accountability groups, and even some people take hikes together, and then they share shakes afterwards. And I have salad in a jar parties, and it's a great way to offer people a chance to have 5 meals that they can just grab and go the following week and not worry about making stuff. It's just a great way to do that. So the Healthy Living Revolution is just a great opportunity to get people together and to support each other in becoming healthy. And then we have what's called the Shred 10 program, which some of you may be this kind of person where you're going, look, I want to be all in. I want to jump in feet first. I am into this, and I want to up-level my health. And so what we offer is a 10-day shred the old habits, the old poor habits, and up-level our health with creating new habits. And to do that, you take 2 capsules a day, 2 of the delicious shakes, and you eat clean, you exercise, you sleep well, you drink water, and it's just this amazing way to take healthy back. So those are our basic programs that we'd like to offer you. So right now, I'm happy to say that I am a lifer. I live cancer-free, and I will eat Juice Plus forever. And this business only made sense to me. I had to share it and help others after I knew how good I felt and what it did for me, especially after having had cancer. So I hope this inspires you to take hold of your health. Don't wait for a life-changing event to help yourself. Go for the prevention. You may not feel it, but also you may never know the health crisis you avoided. And wouldn't that be the perfect story? So I believe survivors should have the choice of meeting their future rather than anticipating their end. And I envision a world where that child inside each of us emerges every day, laughing with joy because dreams can thrive and not be squashed by someone else's goals. And I am so passionate about educating others to dream bigger and live healthier, creating financial freedom through inspiring healthy living. So thank you for listening. And up next is Mandy Thompson.
Wow, thanks, Missy. That is quite the story to have to follow here. But I'm just like everybody else. I'm a physician assistant and a mom. I've been familiar with Juice Plus for 10 years before I actually started taking it. I'd heard about it from a hematology oncology physician, which is a cancer physician. And as a competitive swimmer throughout high school and college, I'd heard about it many times, kind of wasn't too interested in it at that time, and I never started. And then fast forward 10 years down the road, I'm a mom, and I ended up like every other mom, or like many moms, with a picky eater, even though I swore I'd never have a picky eater. He ate no vegetables, and I was very concerned about his nutrition. And at this point, Juice Plus was again brought to my attention by a friend, just by coincidence. And I really took the time to look at the research at that time, because now I had more medical experience, and it was really important to me as a healthcare provider and a mom that I knew there was nothing else in these products other than the fruits and vegetables, because I wasn't going to give that to my child. And when I reviewed the research, I was just blown away. And we started on it. My son was 4 years old when we started on it, and we started with the child health study. Eventually, we got both of my children on it, and myself and my husband, and we are all now getting over 40 different fruits and vegetables every single day. We take the gummies, we use the capsules, and both of my kids love the shakes. We use them as a post-workout, we use them as breakfast, and a great snack on the go. And now we have a family that's just thriving and getting all the fruits and vegetables that our body needs. And I know that as a mom and healthcare provider, that my family's getting the nutrition that it needs. And I know there's no way that I could keep my refrigerator stocked with all the fruits and vegetables, fresh, raw, and get my kids and husband to eat them all every day. For the same price that it cost me to do Juice Plus. So for me, this was a no-brainer, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I'm going to hand it now over to Kelli. Super excited to hear from you.
Hey, everyone. Can everyone see me?
Yep.
Okay. I'm Kelli Kessler. I'm a registered nurse and a mom of two. My Juice Plus journey started about 4 years ago, and I will never forget it because it was when I was in the midst of dealing with reoccurring strep throat, which doesn't sound like that big a deal, but with a newborn baby, it was. I was completely sleep deprived, and I got it 4 times in 6 months. I was just living on antibiotics, and the doctors just kept throwing meds at me and had no answers except to get a new toothbrush. That's all they could tell me. So my good friend made me try Juice Plus just to see if it would work. And since then, I have never gotten strep throat. It ixnayed it completely. I also noticed after about 6 months of being on it that I went kind of the whole cold and flu season without really getting sick, which was a huge, huge change for me because I lived my entire 20s and my young adult life being sick all the time. I was one of those that was kind of more concentrated on counting the calories, eating things like lean cuisines and Diet Cokes, than putting whole food nutrition in my body. I eat no vegetables ever. So after about 6 months, I realized that I started to feel a lot better and my immune system was boosted, and it was kind of a big eye opener for me. And at that point, I started to get really passionate about nutrition and how whole food nutrition is the key for optimal health for all of us in every single aspect. So I've studied nutrition and how it works on our body since then. And as a registered nurse, I feel like I'm passionate about it for 2 main reasons. One, the clinical research. No one can deny the research out there on Juice Plus. 40 gold standard from the top medical centers, universities in the entire world prove that this is doing phenomenal things to our blood every day. And then also I'm passionate in my business. Some people are passionate about the Shred or the Tower Garden or the Transform 30. My passion is always using food as medicine because we've gotten away from that in our country, and flooding your body with plant-based nutrition and anti-inflammatories every day is what cures all the stuff that's going on with us in this country and all the things caused by nothing but inflammation in our cells. That's all that's happening. So that is definitely my passion, is using food as medicine and teaching people that, because I never ever knew it. I would have thought that was crazy 5 years ago, but what I've learned has been phenomenal, and be able to see how it's changed other people's lives, the power of plant-based nutrition. And then as a mom, I love it because I have a 4-year-old and 2-year-old, and yet to this day, they're both Juice Plus kids, Juice Plus babies. I have not taken either of them to the doctor, or they have seen one medication in their entire life, ever. So it is just, I'm so thankful when I see all these stories all the time on Facebook about their kids being sick for 2 weeks. I mean, we battle minor colds, but that is it. So I've never had one medical bill in my entire life with both my kids. That's the power of whole food nutrition. So that's why, as a nurse and a mom, I promote it forever. And as far as the business goes, being a part of this business isn't just, you know, making money. It's great to have residual income and be surrounded by people that want that success and to be able to grow a home business. But to be able to be surrounded by people who are truly so passionate about improving other people's lives. When they say they're mission driven, that is exactly who this business attracts. People that genuinely improve other people's lives through whole food nutrition. And that is what drives them. And that's why we have so many people succeed in this business. So it's fun. It's awesome. The people we're surrounded with is amazing. And I'm blessed, and I'm just sad I didn't start this 10 years ago. It would have saved me a lot of sicknesses and medications in my 20s, because I was totally nutrient deprived. So thank you. And next is Chip Donotone.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly. I'm Chip Donotone, and my grandfather died of a heart attack at 57 years old. And then my dad had triple bypass at 54. And when I was in my early 40s, I wasn't feeling so good anymore. I started to get bloated quite often. I was sluggish, and I just knew something wasn't right. Honestly, I was right in line with my dad and my grandfather. I had the same genetics. I had the same bad habits. I ate a high crap diet. And honestly, I was in trouble, and I knew it. I knew something wasn't right. So my wife started representing Juice Plus, and so she handed me these fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And I'm a smart guy, and I said, okay. And I decided to take them. And I started to notice the difference after about 6 months. I started to notice some changes that were very, very positive. And one of the things was, I used to have a very stressful job. And whenever problems would arise, I would hold on to the stress for hours after we solved the problem. And the one of the things I noticed is that stress that I had been feeling was gone. I just felt like my body was reacting so much better to different things that were going on in my life. And that, including with a lot of education that comes along with this product, I have to tell you, at 52 years old now, I feel better than I've ever felt as an adult. I honestly felt better than I even did last year. So my wife, again, was working the mission about 10 years ago. So I started to go to company events, and I have to say, it is honestly one of the most amazing companies I've ever been involved with. I worked corporate America for 31 years. I rose to the level of senior vice president, and I worked anywhere from startups all the way to Fortune 500 companies. And I made a lot of good friends, and I also made some decent money and learned a lot of stuff. But the one thing you learn about corporate America is that it is a machine, and it doesn't necessarily care about you, and it only cares about continuity. And so if as your career goes along, people move in and out, and if you're ready to move along, they're ready to replace you. So I want to show you something here that I've been asked many times. Is this a pyramid scheme? And they ask about Juice Plus. Number one, first of all, pyramid schemes in the United States are illegal, okay? But number two, I'm going to draw what really looks like a pyramid here, okay? Now, if I draw that up there, and you take a look at, what it looks like for people to move from, many to few, you have the CEO of a company up here. This is really corporate America, okay? So you have a CEO right here, and under here, maybe you got all the other C levels, right? And then at this level was me, senior vice president, and the other vice presidents of the company. And then you got directors and senior managers, and they're all here. So guess what? They're all here to manage just a few people down here that are actually getting the work done. Now, the only way to move up in this pyramid is for somebody to leave, right? Somebody to either move to a different company or move to a different position. And so you hope that you can move your way up, okay? So I was here at Senior Vice President, and honestly, I was tasked by the CEO every day as if I was 21 years old down here. So what changed was I had a lot more responsibility underneath me, but I was still dealing with the same exact things I did when I was 21 years old. So that's what corporate America looks like today, okay? And I want to contrast that with something here. And that's basically our business model. This is what our business model looks like, okay? Where everybody who signs their distributor app starts in the same exact place, no matter how you come in, whatever talent you have, whatever resume you have, whatever other job descriptions you have, and everybody starts in at the bottom, and everybody starts to work their way up. Okay. Now, the exciting thing is all of these people are here to actually help you move up this ladder, and that's a really amazing thing. It's a cultural thing that I've honestly never seen anywhere else I've ever been. So as you're able to move up this ladder and you're able to climb, our top position right here is something called National Marketing Director. And this is what actually makes our business very, very unique, is that when you reach the top level, you actually can receive full-time corporate benefits for the rest of your life. And what's special about this is that even when you get up here towards the top, there is no limit. You can continue to climb. The wonderful thing that's awesome about up here is the view is awesome. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to share with you is that 31 years of being in corporate America, I had a chance to build enterprise software systems for a long time and do some pretty cool stuff. But honestly, I'm overbuilding things now, and I want to build people. And this company is truly on a mission. And it's something that our vision of people leading happy, healthy lives and taking back control of both their health and their finances. So with that, I would like to turn it over to Jim.
Good evening. Boy, do I feel unworthy now. Those were some great talks and examples of our company. You heard from my wife, Missy, earlier. 5 years ago, we eavesdropped on a business conversation at Panera Bread in Denver. This lady was talking about health and nutrition. I looked at Miss and I said, I don't know what this lady's about, but we need her contact information. Thank you, Reagan Dean. From then on, we've consumed Juice Plus daily. It's changed our lifestyle. I've lost 45 pounds. I no longer have pain in my knee and back. I haven't had a cold in 5 years. Nails and hair grow like crazy. My beautician is always talking about my hair. My energy is better than ever. So I wish I had had this product. I wish I had had Juice Plus or been on Juice Plus when I was training for triathlons. It would have made an amazing difference in my competitive edge as far as recovery. It didn't take long for Miss and I to jump into the business. We found that we could work this business anywhere. No risk, $50 startup fee, no trading time for dollars, and you don't have to compromise your values. Here's how it works. Juice Plus, here's how it works. Juice Plus, this is us. We've paid our $50 fee. We've gone out and we've shared our business. We shared our business with a stay-at-home mom, who has in turn shared it with many of her friends who have in turn decided that they wanted distributorship and build their business. We shared it with a good friend of ours who's a PT, who has shared it with many of her customers and clients, who have in turn decided that they want to be distributors, who have in turn have shared it with many of their friends and family. We've shared it with family and friends. We now have business in England and France. Wow, what a business. This is so simple, and you get to help others get healthy and improve their lives. So I believe every person should have a choice in owning their destiny, their dream, while being fulfilled with the work they do. An investment in you is the best investment you can make. I'll pass this back to Reagan Dean.
Well, thank you, Jim. And boy, what an honor to be able to have had you guys eavesdropping on a conversation in Panera Bread. And now look at all the people you guys are sharing with and helping be healthy. And, you know, when I first heard about Juice Plus, I wasn't quite as ready to jump in and didn't feel like I needed to hear about it. I was actually very skeptical. And, you know, once I finally, you know, got through my head that this was a really simple solution for my and my family's health, a great way for us to flood our body with fruits and vegetables, you know, we jumped in and started taking the product. And, you know, I was also really impressed that the kids could get Juice Plus for free, because we have a children's health study program that allows any parent to take Juice Plus and then sponsor a child between the ages of 4 and full-time undergrad college. So I thought, gosh, you know, I knew I wasn't eating them. That means that my kids weren't getting as many as they should be either. And so we immediately saw positive changes in our health. My kids used to go to the doctor every single month for something, usually sinus infection or tonsillitis or something. And they stopped going to the doctor for illness, and we started only doing well checks. My husband's allergies and sinus infections improved, and I was in the middle of training for a whole bunch of heavy bike rides, and they involved a lot of climbing, and I found that I was much less sore and I recovered much more quickly after being on the bike. And that was 14 years ago, and I'm really, really grateful that we've had that flooding our bodies every single day since then. And then, of course, you know, I wanted my friends and my family to have that same experience. And I mean, who do we want to be healthiest, right, is our friends and our family. So, you know, at the time, I mean, I was never looking for another business or opportunity, because we had a really successful home building company and many other businesses, land development, etc. And, you know, the last thing I needed was one more thing to do. But what I found was that I was sharing this anyway with my friends. And in just 2 short years of casually, you know, mentioning it to friends who also wanted it, I was actually able to generate a 6-figure income. So, you know, fast forward through a real estate crisis in 2008 and a struggling home building business and land development drying up, we then really realized and appreciated what we had in our hands. And to be able to have that financial freedom and that security surrounding and protecting our family through that, that was the paycheck that went up, and it allowed me to send my kids to private high school, you know, still buy them a car and all of the good things that come, you know, that you hope that you can do, you know, for your family. So we are now not only blessing many, many people around the world, but now we get to travel a lot. We work when we want, with who we want, where we want, and how we want every single day. And that's really kind of fun to be able to partner with amazing people like the people that are on this call. So you know what? I believe that good health doesn't have to be complicated. You know, I believe that we all have a choice on how we spend our time. And I envision a world where people never have to miss a special occasion because they're over there, you know, getting paid to build somebody else's dreams. So I am really passionate about helping others up-level their health and at the same time create financial freedom by inspiring healthy living. So anyway, I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your evening here to join us. I hope that this information intrigues you like it did the rest of us. And we invite you to join us in sharing the healthy living revolution with your own family, getting all of those great nutrients into your diets. And then we hope that you too will then inspire your community as well. Thanks everybody, and have a great evening.
Thanks everyone.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you.